Hello everyone and welcome. This is the Silent K and today we're jumping right into some MegaMek. And let me just tweak this here. Okay, so yes, Varenk, I see you in the chat. Hello and welcome. Glad you could make it. If there's anyone else in chat, feel free to speak up. And if you're watching this on YouTube, well, there's always the comment section. Yes, here I am. We are picking up exactly where we left off last week. We are picking up on round 6 of this base destruction mission. Well, we're not technically trying to destroy the base. Oh, excuse me. We do have base enemy base turrets. That's the light sniper, the heavy shredder, the light missile, and the light shredder. We do also have the primary op 4, and then we have the designated facilities, which we've kind of already started destroying. Our objective is to destroy or rout the primary op 4, the base turrets, and the designated facilities, 75% of the total. And then extract from or leave intact while maintaining battlefield control units from the designated facilities. So that means the Calliope turret, the medium laser turret, the assault flak turret, which I think, yeah, was the one with the long tom, and I specify was because it no longer is. And the light missile turret. Those are all the designated facilities that we're supposed to be extracting resources from. Extraction cannot be performed from a destroyed building. The extracting units may flee the battlefield. Alternatively, the objective is automatically completed when routing the opposing force, and one support point will be awarded per intact turret remaining. Okay, so that was, again, the Calliope, medium laser, assault flak, and light missile turret. Was there another light missile turret? No, there was another light missile turret. So I'm not sure. Carl Wang or Omran bin Faraz. Carl Wang is the one we need to be preserving. We are expecting reinforcements next turn to the tune of a Mackie and a Black Knight, followed by an Atlas and a Banshee the following turn. We are at 98.7% of our forces. They are at 81.16% of their forces. We have apparently one initiative, but we are down here in this quadrant. We've got the Phoenix Hawk, we've got the Clint, we've got Stiletto, we've got the Champion. We have already destroyed, it looks like, a Spider and a Wasp. And there's an Assassin over here, which appears to be prone and immobile. Yeah, one hit KO. So she'll be waking up preeminently, or very soon, is what I mean. There is a Scorpion 1N over here with a PPC and an SRM-6. There is a Trebuchet with 2 SRM-6s and 3 medium lasers. There was another Trebuchet, I want to say, over here somewhere, but I'm not sure exactly where. There are also, somewhere on the map, a pair of von Luckner heavy tanks, which have autocannon 20s. Let's see, the Scorpion I don't think we've seen yet. The Mini Peggy is dead. The Vedettes, I think we've seen one of them. The Scimitar I don't remember seeing. The Assassin is immobile. The Trebuchet 5S we've seen. The Spider, the Locust, the Wasp, the other Trebuchet, the Commando we haven't seen yet. And there's also a Saladin that we have yet to take out. So, we have got our work cut out for us. Let's go ahead and we will edit the bots. We'll replace everyone with Princess. And that is the primary op 4's turn to move. Who did they move? I'm not sure. The assassin is immobile and prone. We'll have stiletto, maybe. Stiletto moves into medium laser range. We can hit him in the center torso. He's missing a leg and an arm. Yeah, let's go ahead and we'll make that jump. Let's see. The Clint can take out the Wasp after the Wasp moves. The Phoenix Hawk would like to maybe advance on... do we advance up the right side or the left? I think we advance up the left side. Well, the Clint is going to get a shot on this Wasp before he bails out. We can do that through 2 light woods into a heavy woods, or we can do that through a heavy woods into a heavy woods. We should be able to see him from here. It won't be the best shot, but maybe we can leg him and keep him from escaping. Excuse me. The champion. Oh, there's the 2 Von Luckners. The champion might want to stand still and try to hit those guys from where he's at. Okay, we can hit the assassin in the head on 7s if we follow that up with another 7 to confirm the location. Or we can just go for the center torso and hit him on 0s. Hello, Patty. There comes the Nova Cat. Yes, 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 yes. She is very cute. Phoenix Hawk at the assassin. We're gonna go for the center torso. I just want this thing dead. We'll hit him with... No, you stay down. We'll hit him with the ER large. So that'll be the ER large on a 0. That'll be the medium pulse on a -2. That'll be the medium on a 2. Thinking any 2 of those hit the center torso, he should be about done for. That puts his 3 heat over. Let's see, the Cronus Stiletto was also, I guess... Oh, would love to get shots on the Trebuchet, but I guess that's not going to happen. The Champion. Champion has the Trebuchet on 7s, has the Von Luckners on 6s. So yeah, I think that'll be cluster munition, also on a 6. That'll be medium, medium, medium on 6s, and then the LBX on a 6. Try to immobilize him from the side shot. Okay, the Cronus. Might as well try to take out the assassin. We've got him in the center torso. We've got him on 0s and -2. And that should be more than we need. I think the Clint at the Wasp, we've got him on 11. We'll go for a 9. We'll go for an 11. We're not trying to well, you know what? We're not going to hit anything next turn, so we'll go ahead and we'll do the 11 and the 9. We'll go 2 heat over for that. Oh, it looks like we hit with something. Light building absorbs 11 points of damage and is destroyed. Don't know why or how or from where. Phoenix Hawk hits the assassin in the right arm, destroys it, transfers into the right torso, medium pulse laser to the center torso, medium laser to the center torso. The assassin is down to 5 on its center torso. It taken an engine and a gyro and a jump jet crit. The Vedette hits the building and collapses it. Calliope turret hits the Phoenix Hawk in the left arm with a large laser, down to 4 armor there. The light sniper turret hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right leg, down to 13. And also hits the building for another 6 points of damage. Why are the turrets attacking buildings? I don't get that. The champion misses the Von Wagner with the 2 ER mediums, hits in the front with the 3rd, down to 34 armor, costs it a movement points, and the LB-10X hits with 4 to the turret on the left side, costs it another movement point. So I think he was a 4-6, so that makes him a 2-3, that makes him a 1-2, if I'm not mistaken. No, he was a 3-5, but that still becomes a 2-3 and then a 1-2. So the Von Lochner is not going anywhere fast. The light missile turret misses the champion on a pair of 9s. The Cronus hits the assassin in the left leg and the left torso. The Clint hits the Wasp in the center torso and destroys the Wasp. Huzzah. Stiletto will not be kicking the building. No one will be kicking any buildings. The Phoenix Hawk is up to 3 heat. The Clint is up to 2. Everyone else is running cool. The assassin, I think, just woke up. Yeah. The pilot of the assassin needs a 3 to wake up, rolls a 5, successfully wakes up. Unfortunately, she is still missing an arm and a leg. Yeah, we're doing some good work this round. And then once our reinforcements arrive, we're actually going to be doing a lot better, I think. We're at 98.5% of our total forces. They're at 74.6% of theirs. It is our turn to deploy, and we are deploying a Mackie and a Black Knight. How about we put Mackie about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'll get us to there on round 1. That should get us some pretty good visibility. And then the Black Knight. Maybe a little bit less of a flank, maybe coming from here. Or, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll get us to there on turn 1. Then we can scoop to the left. Try to take out these guys as they're trying to flank us. Okay, so movement phase. We've got we're gonna have the Black Knight go ahead and move his 5. We're gonna have the Mackie go ahead and move their 4, I suppose. Stiletto being approached by a vedette. The Trebuchet still right around the corner. The Von Lochners have both already moved, so the champion, I think, go ahead and stand still. He's got eyes on both the Von Lochners. Let's see. The Clint did his job, so he can start heading back this way. We can actually run to there. And that gives us 7 hexes. That's just as evasive as jumping 6. Let's see. The Phoenix Hawk would like to jump into some cover. We can go 5 hexes and be 3 hexes away from this vedette. The Trebuchet is immobile? No, the pilot is immobile. The Trebuchet still seems to be fully intact. We'll have Stiletto. We can have her jump into the back of the Trebuchet. And maybe unload into his rear arc. That would be nice. Okay, Assassin ejects. Goes unconscious during the ejection. Who got the kill on the Assassin? Okay, Assassin number 124. That was Stiletto, I think. Stiletto got the left leg and the left torso. Lochner, Von Lochner, Phoenix Hawk, Phoenix Hawk. Oh. And that is Phoenix Hawk DHS SL Mark 1.5. Who is that? Ernestine got him in the right arm, got him in the center torso, got him on the crit on the engine and the gyro. So we're gonna give Ernestine the kill on 124. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and close this out. Phoenix Hawk would like to take shots at this vedette if we can. So yeah, let's go ahead. Oh wait, we're not in the movement phase. We're still in the firing phase. We've got him on 7s. We'll skip the large laser. We'll do a 5 and a 7 and a pair of 11s. Oh. Yeah, pair of 11s. That puts us 3 heat under. Maybe gets us a hit on the vedette or 2. Earl would like to shoot at the Scorpion, maybe, on a 10. And maybe on an 11. The Clint can shoot at the vedette on a 6, or this one on a 4. We'll go for this one because we can also hit him with a medium pulse laser. That'll be a 6 and a 4, and we'll do a 7 as well. Stiletto taking a lot of fire from the Commando, couple turrets, and the Trebuchet up here. That is the SRM-6 Trebuchet, so those are all at medium range. So those are going to need 11s and 9s. Stiletto at the Locust on 5s, at the Commando on 3s, at the Trebuchet on a 3. The Commando has fairly little armor and a fair amount of ammo, so we'll try and take him out this turn. We've got him on a 3 and a couple more 3s. We'll skip the 8. We need to get those SRMs out of that, out of the Cronus. It's just not effective when she's specialized into energy weapons. Let's see, the Champion at the other Von Lochner. Let's see if we can't do a repeat of that. We'll do a 6 and a 6 and a 6. And a 6 with the cluster munitions, and then the medium laser at the Locust on a 10, maybe? Yeah, medium laser at the Locust on a 10, just to be heat neutral. The Black Knight has the Scorpion on 10s, so we'll do a 10 with the PPC. We'll do a pair of 12s. We'll do a 10. And none of that's going to hit, but it's worth taking the shot because we're not overheating or nothing. Calliope turret selected LRM-5 ammo due to better damage potential. The Locust missed the Cronus on 8s and 12s with the medium and small lasers. Our Phoenix Hawk hits the vedette in the front, immobilizing it. Nice. The vedette misses the Clint on a 9. The Mackie misses the Scorpion with his PPC. Does hit with 6 pellets to the right rear left leg, the front right leg. No crits or anything. I forgot the Scorpion was a mech, not a tank. I'm not used to seeing Scorpion mechs. I'm used to seeing Scorpion tanks. The vedette hits the Clint in the left arm with the autocannon 2. The Clint hits the vedette in the front and the front and the front. Wow. Okay, yeah, so the Clint kills a vedette. Nice. The Trebuchet hits Stiletto, would have hit Stiletto in the left leg, but it hits the building instead. Hit her in the left arm as well. 6 SRMs on 11s. Jeez. Wait, on 9s and 11s, got 2 out of 3 on the medium lasers and 1 out of 2 on the SRMs. That is ridiculously lucky. Fortunately, 2 of the missiles would have hit the legs, but hit the building instead, leaves it with 1 construction factor. Missiles hit the right torso, left arm, and right torso again. So that's a total of 8 missiles or 8 damage that she took from missiles. The Calliope turret hits her with 2 large lasers to the center torso and right arm, down to 20 and 10. That was some high rolls. Yeah, no kidding. An 8, a 10, a 9, an 11, and a 3. Yeah, that's definitely above average. The 2 lasers hit on 8 and 12. The medium laser hits on an 11 to the left arm, down to 6. Missed with the other medium and the LRM-5s. The light sniper turret hits Stiletto in the left leg for 2, down to 24. The commando hits Stiletto in the center torso for 5, down to 15. Missed with both SRMs. She returns fire at the commando, hits him in the center torso with a glancing blow, down to 4. Medium pulse laser to the right arm, medium pulse laser to the right leg, medium pulse laser to the center torso, critting on his engine, down to 5 structure. The Scorpion misses the Phoenix Hawk with his PPC on an 11. The Trebuchet at the Cronus hits her in the left arm, would have been the head, but costs her an edge, down to 1 on that left arm, and the center torso is down to 10. The Champion at the Von Wagner hits it in the turret, hits it on the left side, both for 7, down to 23 on that left side. And then the LBX costs it half its movement points 1, 2, 3, 4 times in a row. So it's definitely a 0-0 now. Or a 1-2, I think. And then to the left side costs it another couple points. It's down to 18 on the left side. The light missile turret misses the Champion on a pair of 9s. The Black Knight misses the Scorpion on a 10 and a pair of 12s. A pair of 10s and a pair of 12s. The Commando stays standing. The Cronus took 40 plus. Stays standing. Needs a 5, gets a 7. Stiletto would like to kick the Trebuchet on a 2 twice using the rear kick table. We got him in the left leg twice. Leaves him with 3 structure. He goes down, takes 5 to the left arm, needs a 6 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 6. Natalia. So the Trebuchet is piloted by a chick. I'll try to remember that and refer to them as her from now on. The Commando is up to 6 heat with that engine hit. The Scorpion is up to 1 heat. The Clint and the Cronus are up to 3 and 2 heat. Everyone else is running cool. We've won initiative. We're at 97.3%. They're at 64.8%. The base turrets are at 47%. The primary outpours at 66%. Designated facilities are at 50%. And it is our turn to deploy again. That'll be Nairn in the Alice and Petra in the Banshee. We'll have Petra and the Banshee deploying from here. And she can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there on turn 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that works for me. It's not ideal, it's not perfect, but it works for me. We've got a sensor return over here. What do we have? And we've got the Atlas. The Atlas can start here and start making his way this way. Yeah. Alright, starting with the Banshee, we're gonna go a full 5 hexes. The Atlas, gonna go a full 4 hexes. Let's see, the Mackie, gonna go a full 4 hexes. Black Knight. Would like get eyes on that sensor return over there. We'll do that at a walk. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk? No. Phoenix Hawk will jump into, let's see, is that the 5N? That is the 5S. That's the one with SRMs. So we're gonna hold off on that. Let's see, the Clint. I'd like to jump into some woods if we can. If not, we might be walking into some woods. We can go here with the ER large. Try to do a little bit of sniping from there. Let's go ahead and turn. Thank you. The Phoenix Hawk would like to jump into these woods and catch this vedette on the side. Stiletto really like to jump into the back of this trebuchet on this Rebel Hex, maybe? Without being too close to those von Luckners. That's a height 1 building, that's a height 2 building, but we're not quite there. The trebuchet has moved, the locust has not. This trebuchet has not moved yet either. That's a height 1 building, that's a height 2 building. If we go there, the height 2 building stops us. Height 3. And these buildings are all so flimsy I can't stand on them, but they're all so tough that I can't shoot through them. Let's see, Champion. We'll continue shooting at the von Lockners. That just leaves Stiletto. Stiletto would like to get into the flank of the trebuchet. We'll do that in those woods right there. Scorpion running and turning on pavement needs a 3, gets a 7. Trebuchet getting up needs a 5, gets a 6. Locust entering Rebel needs a 7, gets a 6. Falls on its right side, takes 2 to the center torso. Narrowly avoids hurting the pilot and successfully gets back up. On an 11. Enters Rebel again and falls again. Takes 2 to the center torso rear, leaving it stripped. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 4. Needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets an 8. And that is where the Locust ends its move. Where is that Locust? Oh, I'm not seeing the Locust. Oh, there's the Locust. Okay. Let's start with the Banshee, I think. Banshee has, it looks like, virtually no targets except this light sniper turret, which is part of the base turrets on a construction factor 18 building. So yeah, we'll hit that with a 6 and a 6. Let's see, the Mackie has a medium laser turret, which is also, no, that's designated facilities. Light missile turret is designated facilities. Calliope turret is designated facilities. How about we destroy this building? That is a building with construction factor 13, so that'll be a PVC. Yeah, that should be plenty enough to destroy that building. Let's see, the Atlas has the Scorpion on an 11 with the Gauss rifle. We'll take that shot. 13 with the large laser, will not be taking that. We've got him on 12s with the LRMs, we'll skip that. We've got the Locust on 15 with the large laser. 14s, yeah, that's just going to be the Gauss rifle at the Scorpion. Let's see, the champion, no, the Black Knight is gonna be next. The Black Knight has the medium laser turret on a 3. No, the medium laser turret is designated target. Let's structure on this building, that is 15, so that'll be a PPC on a 3 and a pair of large lasers on 3s. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk has the Trebuchet on a 4. He's already pretty busted up. Yeah, that'll be a 4 and a 4. We'll skip everything else. The Clint has the Vedette on a 6, has the Locust on a 7. We'll hit the Vedette on a 6. And we'll throw in a 9 as well. Let's see, the Cronus. The Calliope turret is designated facilities, dang it. We've got the Trebuchet, that's on his right side. We've got the Locust on a 5. We've got the Trebuchet on a 4. We've got this Trebuchet on a 4 as well. Let's go for this one that hasn't been damaged yet. We'll do the large on a 4, and we'll do 1, 2, 3 mediums on 2s, and we'll skip the SRMs 4 that we need to get rid of. Let's see, the champion has the Trebuchet on a 5, has this one on a 4. That'll be a 4. Wait, hold on. Is that cluster or is that slug? That is cluster. Let's go slug. Go for that 4, and then we'll go for a 6, 6, and a 6, and we'll go for an 8. That gets us heat neutral. That gets us to the end of the round. Let's see, the Banshee hits the building and destroys it. The medium laser turret hits the Black Knight in the left arm with the large laser down to 16. The Mackie hits the building with the PPC and a bunch of medium lasers, and the building goes down. The Vedette misses the Atlas, misses the Scorpion. The Trebuchet misses the Cronus on a pair of 11s with medium lasers. The Black Knight hits with 2 large lasers and destroys another building. The Calliope turret misses. Okay, so that's 2 larges and 2 mediums of the Cronus, all on 8s that all missed. That's fortunate. The light sniper turret hits the Black Knight in the center torso for 2 down to 27. The Phoenix Hawk hits the Trebuchet in the left leg and legs him. 7 damage, transfers into the left torso, leaves it with 1 structure. Medium pulse laser to the same left leg, transfers into the same left torso, blows off the left arm, and transfers into the center torso down to 16 armor there. The Scorpion 1N misses the Atlas on a 12. The Trebuchet 5N hits Stiletto in the center torso and the right arm with 2 medium lasers, down to 5 in both of those locations. The Clint hits the Vedette in the rear, costs it 10 damage, leaves it with 10 armor, and costs it half its movement points. And the Cronus hits the Trebuchet in the right leg, the right arm, and the right leg again with medium laser fire, and the left arm with a medium pulse. Right leg is down to 0. Right and left arm are both down to 3. The light missile turret hits the champion in the right torso with 5 LRMs, down to 15 there. The champion hits the Trebuchet in the right torso for 10, down to 1. And an ER medium laser to the left leg transfers into the center torso. ER medium laser to the left leg transfers into the center torso. From 16 to 2, real quick. 3 buildings collapse, light sniper turret destroyed, Trebuchet goes down because its leg is destroyed. Takes 5 to the right arm, needs a 13 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 7, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6. And the Trebuchet 5S stays standing with a 5, gets an 11. Stiletto would like to maybe kick this building twice on zeros and destroy the building. Yes. Sorry, homeowners. Scorpion is up to 3 heat. Our Phoenix Hawk is up to 2. Our Clint is up to 4. Our Cronus is up to 3. Their Trebuchet is up to 2. Everyone else is running cool. We've got them down to 58% of their forces. They've got us down to 96.8% of ours. Let's start with the Banshee. We'll go ahead and move forward 4 hexes. Black Knight, we'll go ahead and move forward 4 hexes. No. We'll go to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we should get eyes on that sensor return next turn. Let's see. The Atlas, of course, is advancing to here. We've got eyes on the High Scout drone carrier. Let's see. The Mackie. Moving forward 3 hexes. Eyes on the High Scout again in the rear this time. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk. Let's see, the Champion. Champion will stand still and keep pelting those Von Luckners. The Clint might even jump over there and join the fun. Oh. Maybe to... Oh, no, he can actually see the Von Luckners from there. So yeah, that works for me. Let's see, that leaves the Phoenix Hawk and the Cronus. Cronus like to jump into the side of the Scimitar, get eyes on the sensor return, maybe kick him, get eyes on that sensor return. Too close to the Von Luckners for fun, but we're jumping 5 hexes, that's +3, into Heavy Woods, that's +2, that's +5. Did not move and did not move, so they are 8s and don't know. An 8 if he shoots at us. It's not the best move, but we'll see if it works for us. Phoenix Hawk can stand still and take on this Vedette, I suppose. Vedette with the autocannon 2, who is weak on the rear already. We'll go ahead and actually, you know what? It gives us eyes on this sensor return. And gets us shots in the back of the Vedette. Okay, pilot of Trebuchet 5N ejects, rolls a 4, takes 4 hits, takes 3 damage, takes a total of 4, so that's 5, 7, and 10, which she fails. Trebuchet 5N destroyed by ejection. Who destroyed the 5N? The Phoenix Hawk took out his leg, so that is going to be Ernestine again, with shots on the trebuchet with number 130. Okay. So Ernestine causes her third ejection this round, or this battle, it looks like. Natalia just ejects, Trebuchet destroyed by ejection. Locust goes down, takes 2 to the left leg, down to 6 armor there. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 9. Tries to get up again. Needs a 9, gets a 7. Goes down on the left torso, takes another 2, down to 6. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets a 5. Needs a 5 to stay conscious, gets an 8. Tries again to get up on a 9, gets an 8. Goes down, takes 2 to the left arm. Needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets an 8. Needs a 7 to stay conscious, gets an 11. Needs a 9 to stand up again, gets a 7. Falls on its right side, takes 2 to the right leg, down to 6 armor. And needs a 9 to avoid hurting the pilot, gets an 8. Needs a 10 to stay conscious this time, gets an 8, and goes unconscious. Okay, so the Phoenix Hawk. We're going into the back of the Vedette with everything except our left arm lasers. We'll do the ER large on a 3. We'll do the medium on a 3. We'll do both smalls on 3s, and then the medium pulse laser at the locust in the head and the center torso. Yeah, the center torso, no. Which of his legs is weakest? He's got 6 on both legs. We'll go for the head. But that'll, you know what? Let's wait on that. We'll try to remember that and come back to it. In the meantime, Petra with your big shots. It's the High Scout in the rear on 9s. And an 8. Earl at the Scorpion, got him on a 10 with the Gauss rifle, got him on a 12 with the large laser. 11s with the LRMs, not gonna happen. How about the High Scout with the mediums on 14s, 13s, 15s? Okay, so it's just gonna be the Gauss and the large laser. Let's see, the Mackie into the back of the High Scout drone carrier on a 7. Nice. We'll do a 6, but we'll do that after a bunch of 9s. We'll do a 6 there, and hopefully immobilize the High Scout drone carrier. The Black Knight has the High Scout on 5s. Nice. Doesn't really have any other targets, so yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll do a 5, we'll do a pair of 5s, we'll do a 3, we'll do a 7, we'll do a 7. That should be plenty. The champion. Actually, we'll do the Clint first, because the Clint is going to be doing a chunk of 8 on a 6. Let's see. Champion. The Von Luckners. We'll do a 6, a 6, a 6. And a 6 with the cluster munition. Maybe we'll get the fuel tank or something. And then the medium laser is just going to have to sit there doing nothing. Let's see. The Phoenix Hawk or the Cronus. The Cronus. We've got the Scimitar. We've got the Commando. We've got the Scorpion. 4s, 5s. 5. We'll do. We'll skip the large laser. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and then we'll do the SRMs on an 8. And then we'll kick the Scimitar. Sounds good to me. The Phoenix Hawk into the back of the Vedette. We've got him on 3s and 1s, and we'll go 4 heat over to try to take him out. Got him locked. Medium laser turret hits the Black Knight in the right arm with an ER large, down to 16 armor there. The Calliope turret hits the Phoenix Hawk in the left torso with a large, down to 10. The Banshee hits the High Scout drone carrier in the rear, down to 6, down to half its movement points, and then the LB-10X hits it in the rear some more. Costed another couple movement points and down to 1 armor on the rear. The Atlas misses the Scorpion 1N on a 10 and a 12. The High Scout misses the Black Knight on a, or hits the Black Knight on a 10 with an 11 to the left leg for 2, down to 22. The Scorpion misses Stiletto on a pair of 11s. The Vedette misses Clint on a 12. The Mackie hits the High Scout in the right side, costed a movement point, hits it in the rear, down to 2 structure, hits it in the left side, costed a minor motive system damage. And then a medium laser to the rear destroys the High Scout. And then the LB-10X also destroys the High Scout. The Vedette hits the Phoenix Hawk in the right leg and right torso, both down to 11. The Black Knight hits the High Scout in the turret and the rear and the left side. It's hard dead. The light missile turret hits the Champion with 4 LRMs. Would have been the head, but we rerolled it. Goes to the right leg instead, down to 24. The Clint hits the Vedette in the left side and the rear, immobilizing it. The Scimitar misses the Cronus on a pair of 11s. The Trebuchet fires 3 medium lasers and an SRM-6 at the Phoenix Hawk, hits with the medium laser to the center torso down to 13, hits with 4 SRMs to the center and right torso, left arm and right leg. The left arm is down to 2, right torso and right leg are both down to 9, center torso is down to 11. And the other SRM-6 misses, so he fired 9 plus 8 is 17. Oh. He's got the heat sinks to do that. The Champion hits the Von Luckner in the front, immobilizes it, hits it in the left side, and scatters all around, immobilizing it some more, stunning the crew for a couple turns, destroying the engine. The Commando misses the Cronus on an 11 and a pair of 12s. The Scorpion misses the Atlas on an 11. The Cronus hits the Commando in the right arm, destroying it and transferring into the right torso. Medium laser to the right torso, transfers into another medium laser to the right torso, transfers into the center torso, destroys the Commando. The Von Luckner misses the Cronus on a 9, misses with all the SRMs on 10s. The other Von Luckner misses on a 9, does land 4 SRMs to the right leg critical for no effect, the left leg twice on the right torso down to 15. 3 SRMs to the Cronus's left arm down to 8 structure, right arm down to 3 armor, right torso down to 13. Phoenix Hawk into the back of the Vedette, hits him in the turret for 10, hits him in the rear, hits him in the rear, hits him in the rear, and destroys him with the autocannon 2 ammo explosion. The Phoenix Hawk took 20 plus, needs a 5, gets an 8. Alright, physical attacks. Who are we looking at here? Stiletto. We can kick the Scimitar. We can kick the Scimitar on a 4 on the right side twice. We kicked him in the front and the right side, cost him half of his movement points, and left him with 9 armor on the front and 6 on the right side, but didn't get the kill. Half his movement points, though, is significant. The Scorpion is up to 5 heat, the Phoenix Hawk is up to 4, our Clint is up to 6 heat, our Black Knight is up to 2, everyone else is running cool. Things are definitely blowing up tonight. Yes. Yes, they are. Blowing all kinds of things up tonight. We've won initiative going into round 10. We're at 95%, they're at 43%. We need to get them down to 25, and then we can call this a win. Let's start with the Atlas. We'll go ahead and just move forward 4 hexes. The Banshee can go ahead and move forward 3 hexes. Let's see, the Black Knight can move forward 5 hexes and get eyes on the sensor return. Let's see, the Clint has eyes on the Von Luckners, so he's going to be standing still. The Champion has eyes on the Von Luckners, so he is going to be standing still as well. Let's see, the Phoenix Hawk, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can get in under the Calliope turret's missiles. Or we can get into this heavy woods here, regroup for next turn, maybe catch the Saladin out. No. Okay, so Earl, start moving this way, I suppose. No. Let's see, the Cronus, looking pretty rough. I'll jump into the back of the Saladin. And Earl, I suppose, will try to get eyes on the Von Luckners. Yeah, works for me. Alright, Trebuchet, running and turning on pavement, needs a 3, gets a 5. Okay, so starting with Petra and the Banshee. We've got eyes on the Von Luckner. This one's on 9s, this one's on 5s. Yeah, that'll be a couple of 5s. And a bunch of 9s. Oh, no, not that many 5s. 9s. Yeah, that'll be 1 heat over to do 1 laser. Let's see. Alice, the Mackie. Mackie has the other Von Luckner on a 9, has this Von Luckner on a 5. We'll go for the 9s. We'll do the PPC. We'll do 1, 2, 3 on 11s. We'll skip one of the mediums so that we don't overheat too bad, and we'll do an 8 with the LBX. Hopefully we can immobilize him this turn as well. Let's see, the Atlas. Got the heavily damaged Von Luckner on a 9 and on an 11. No. We'll do 110. Not a lot of opportunities here. We'll do the Black Knight next. We've got the Scorpion. We've got him on 7s and 6s, looks like. We'll skip the PPC. We'll do 2 larges on 6s, and we'll do the mediums on 4s and 6s as well. We'll go 1 heat over with the small on a 10. Let's see. The champion at the Von Luckner that is crippled. We've got him in the left side on a 2. We've got him on a 6. So yeah, that'll be a trio of 6s with the ER larges. And then the cluster munitions on a 6 as well. Try to immobilize him. Let's see, the Clint will also be firing on him. On a 5, yeah, works for me. And then a 6 with the pulse laser. The Phoenix Hawk has the scimitar on a 4, so yeah, we'll take that shot. We'll do the pulse laser on a 4 as well, and we'll stop there because 6 over is plenty. And stiletto into the back of the Saladin. We'll skip the large and we'll do 1, 2, 3. And no, you know what? We'll go 3 heat over to include the large. We'll go 6, 4, 4, 4, and we'll hold off on the 9. Okay, Calliope turret, selected LRM5 ammo due to better damage potential. For what effect, I'm not sure. Petra hits the Von Luckner on the left side and destroys the Von Luckner. That could well be the victory right now. The Scorpion hits the Black Knight in the center torso for 5, down to 22. The Mackie hits the Von Luckner on the right side for 5, down to 25. And the rear for another 5, down to 24. Costs it minor motive system damage. The Atlas misses on 9s and 11s and 10s. The Light Shredder turret misses on 12s. The medium laser turret hits on a 6. Stiletto takes 8 to the right torso, down to 5. Von Luckner is a pricey tank. What was his battle value before? 14, almost 1500 battle value. Yeah. So yeah, that's really pricey. That autocannon 20 does not come cheap. The medium laser turret hits Cronus in the right torso. We saw that. The Black Knight hits the Scorpion in the right torso for 8, and the center torso for 8. Down to 2 on the right side, down to 16 on the center torso. Medium pulse laser hits the building for 7, down to 6 structure. Medium laser hits the building for 5, down to 1 structure. The Calliope turret hits Mackie in the left arm for 8, down to 26, and a medium laser to the right leg, down to 36. 4 LRMs to the right arm, down to 30. The champion at the Von Luckner hits it in the rear, causes it minor motive system damage. Hits it in the rear with an ER medium, down to 10. Trebuchet misses on 3 medium lasers on 12s. The Scorpion misses the Black Knight with a PPC on a 10. The Clint hits the Von Luckner in the turret with an ER large laser, down to 28. The Von Luckner at the Mackie misses on a pair of 11s. Good deal. The Phoenix Hawk hits the scimitar in the turret and the front, down to 2 armor on the front. The light missile turret misses on a pair of 11s. The light missile turret misses on a pair of 9s. The Cronus hits the Saladin in the rear with an ER large and a medium pulse and destroys the Saladin. And that, again, with the destruction of a Von Luckner and a Saladin, that might be all we need. This building is at 19 factor. Yeah, let's go ahead. Take that. We'll skip there. Wasn't enough to destroy it. I was thinking Melee Master for some reason. So Scorpion is up to 7 heat. Our Phoenix Hawk is up to 6. Everyone else is at 3 or less. And we've got them down to 32.8% of their forces. So we are almost there. Maybe another Von Luckner and maybe something else. They are at 4,900 points. So if we can destroy another 1,000 or so, that should be plenty. Let's see. We'll start with the champion. Von Luckner is not immobile. heavy damaged. 1-2 movement profile. He might actually be able to get out of that hex this turn. Let's start with the Atlas instead. Are we gonna have to make a check? Apparently, but it didn't tell us. Let's see. Petra. Petra would like to stand still and kind of guard the back area and maybe take shots at that Von Lochner if he doesn't move. Let's see. The champion. Can barely see the Von Lochner. Let's see. The Clint. Clint can jump into these woods and get eyes on that sensor return. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's an immobile prone locust. Alright. The Phoenix Hawk. I'd like to jump into these woods. Kind of turn that way a little bit. Get eyes on that other sensor return, which is an immobile vidette. Okay. That leaves the champion, the Cronus, the Mackie, and the Black Knight. So the Mackie, Earl, can go like that. Let's see, the champion. The Von Lochner did move. The Von Lochner is now over here, it looks like. Okay, what can we do about the Von Lochner? We've got the Black Knight over here. The Black Knight can get eyes on it pretty easily. Let's see, the champion... Cronus. Stiletto is light on armor. We'd like to get her where she can spot the trebuchet, maybe? Oh no, the trebuchet has advanced. Where can we go where we can see? Oh, we can walk forward and see the trebuchet from there. Yeah, let's go ahead. We'll do that. Alright, Atlas. Enters rubble, needs a 3, gets a 7. Mackie, running and turning, needs a 2, gets a 10. Trebuchet needs a 3, gets a 5. I thought I saw immobile. That must have been a pilot. Let's start with the Banshee, as we do. Banshee has eyes on a pilot. And a medium laser turret, which is designated facility. So no, we are not taking a shot. Needed facilities, facilities. The vedette is crippled. Okay. Okay, so Petra's not taking a shot this turn. Earl. And they've successfully avoided Earl as well. I don't see any shots he can take either. So yeah, Earl's gonna have to skip his attack. Nairn. Yeah, they really did a good job of keeping me from attacking this turn. Nairn has no targets. The Black Knight, maybe? Black Knight taking fire from the Trebuchet, the Calliope turret, the Light Missile turret, the Medium Laser turret, and the Scorpion. As well as, well, there's a sensor return over here as well. Okay, so the Black Knight has the Trebuchet, which is undamaged, or the Vedette, which is immobile. We've got the Vedette on a 1. We've got the Trebuchet on a 5. We've got the Von Luckner on a 4. Can anyone else hit the Von Luckner? Let's go for the Locust. We'll go for the center torso. We'll go for a 1 and a 0 and a 4. Sure, we'll go full heat over. Alpha strike that thing. The champion has the Trebuchet or the Vedette. The Vedette on its left side. On a 0, yeah. Oh. We'll do a 0, we'll do 0, 0, 0, and a 4. We'll go 1 heat over for that. Let's see. Who else is next? We've got Black Knight, we've got the Cronus. The Cronus can only hit Light Missile turret, looks like. Is base turret. Okay, so we can hit that. It has a construction factor of 24. So that's 21. Well, maybe we'll get the crit. We'll go ahead and take that shot. We won't overheat for it. Let's see, the Black Knight. Taking fire from everyone. We'll go for the Von Luckner in the rear. Yeah, we'll go for the Von Luckner in the rear. If we can hit him, that might be enough to take out the rest of their forces. Stop that. The Von Luckner currently worth 929 points, so yeah, we'll go ahead. We'll fire the PPC. No, we'll skip the PPC. We'll do the 2 larges on 4s. Medium pulse on a 4, and all the mediums on 6s. Oh, not this one. Actually, you know what? At that rate, we might as well replace one of the larges with the PPC. So we'll do 1 PPC, 1 large, and everything else. That'll be heat neutral. Yeah, that works for me. Last but not least, the Phoenix Hawk. We've got the Scorpion, we've got the Scimitar. The Scimitar we can catch on the right side, which is kind of his weak spot. The Scorpion is not hurt yet. Yeah, let's go for the Scimitar. Or we can go for the Vedette, which is already crippled. But we can't hit him in his weak spot. So we'll go for the Scimitar on 4s. We'll skip the ER large. We'll do... Skip the ER large. We'll do a 2, a 4, and a pair of 8s. That'll put us 1 heat over on the Scimitar. Alright, medium laser turret hits the Black Knight in the left arm with an ER large, hits him in the left leg with a medium, down to 17 on that leg, down to 8 on that left arm. The Calliope turret hits the Black Knight in the left leg and the left torso with a large and a medium, down to 9 on that leg, down to 19 on that torso, hits him in the center torso for 5, down to 15, hits him in the left arm for 3, down to 5. The Black Knight misses, or the Scorpion misses the Black Knight. The Clint hits the Locust in the center torso rear and destroys the Locust. The Light Shredder turret hits the Black Knight in the right arm and the right arm with SRMs down to 12. The champion hits the vidette on the left side and the front and the left side, destroying the vidette. The light missile turret hits the Black Knight with 5 LRMs to the left torso down to 14. The scimitar hits the Phoenix Hawk in the center torso with an autocannon 5 down to 6. And 2 SRMs to the center torso and left arm down to 4 and 0. That's heat-seeking ammo. The Cronus hits the building 3 times, machine gun jams, stuns the crew but does not get the kill. Trebuchet hits the Black Knight in the right torso and the center torso with medium lasers down to 19 and down to 12. And for 7 SRMs. That's the left leg, the left arm, the right arm, the center torso. Left arm is down to 3. Right leg is down to 20, center torso is down to 8. Black Knight at the Von Luckner hits it in the rear with the PPC, hits it in the rear with a large laser. That is it for the Von Luckner. That is dead and destroyed. The Von Luckner returns fire at the Black Knight, hits him in the left arm with an autocannon 20, destroying the left arm and transferring into the left torso down to 9 armor, and 5 SRMs to the left leg, mainly, down to 1 armor there. 4 more SRMs to the left torso critical, left torso, and left torso, down to 1. And 6 LRMs to the center torso and right leg. Center torso is down to 1. The Phoenix Hawk hits the scimitar on the front, destroys the scimitar. Light missile turret misses the Black Knight. The Black Knight took 100+ damage. Ouch. Needs an 8 to stay standing, gets a 5. Falls on its front, takes 8 damage. Would have landed on his head, but rerolls it with an edge. Takes 5 and 3 to the left torso, critting on a double heat sink and a large laser, leaving it with 9 structure. Victorama takes a hit in the fall, needs a 3 to stay conscious, gets a 6. Do we have any physical attacks? We've got the Phoenix Hawk. Go ahead and kick this building, sure, why not? We got Earl, we'll go ahead and kick this building, sure, why not? We got Nairn, can go ahead and kick this building, sure, why not? Okay, so we destroyed 2 buildings and left 1 at 5 construction factors. Sorry, homeowners. Yeah, the Phoenix Hawk is at 1 heat, the Trebuchet is at 1 heat, our Clint is up to 7, our Black Knight is up to 6, Champion is up to 1. Black Knight lost his arm this turn, took 100+ damage. We've won initiative, but they're down to 19.5%. Is right where we need them to be. So we can go ahead and call this a victory. And if I'm not mistaken, I may well be, but if I'm not, this could well be the last mission of the contract. Everyone has had a chance to cool down. Yes, we do always save the salvage as soon as it loads. Okay, it just took it a second. Yes, we'll save there. We'll continue here. Yes, we controlled the battlefield. The Black Knight took heavy damage, including 3 double heat sinks destroyed. The left arm completely gone. Left torso down to 9 out of 16. Center torso down to 1 armor. Left leg down to 1 armor. We did lose. Oh, dang it. We lost a clan medium pulse laser on the left arm. Yeah, if we hadn't lost that left arm, we'd still have a medium pulse laser there. Let's see, the Cronus took a significant amount of damage, but didn't go internal except on the left arm for 1 point. Nothing critical there. The Phoenix Hawk took some light damage. Left arm got stripped, but not internal. Everything else fairly minor. Victorama did take a hit in the fall. The Scorpion escaped, the Trebuchet escaped, the Scorpion escaped, the Calliope turret did not escape, medium laser turret did not escape, the light missile turrets did not escape, nor did the Shredder turret. The Spider we took out, the Wasp we took out, the Assassin, the Vedette. Do we want to salvage any of this stuff really? The wasps are inoperable. The assassin is inoperable. The trebuchet is inoperable. Do we want a trebuchet? Not really. I don't really think it's a great mech. It doesn't have enough armor. It's got too many guns. It's too fast. Yeah, we're not going to take any salvage from this battle. We'll just take cash for it. We did capture the pilot of the assassin. We captured a couple people from the assault turret and the high scout drone carrier. We captured someone from the light sniper turret and a couple people from the Saladin. Captured the pilot of the Spider. Captured the pilot of the Vedette and got someone from the Von Luckners. A Wasp is inoperable even on the best of days. Yeah, especially in this environment. Yeah, no. Wasps are not made for long-term survivability. Okay, so Ernestine got Wasp 126. Got number 124. And got number 130. That is Trebuchet, Ernestine. Okay, so Stiletto got the Saladin, got the Commando. Okay, so Stiletto does not get a gold star, or a bronze star. Bendick got the Vedette, got the Spider, got the Harasser. Okay, so nothing for Bendick. Ernestine got the Wasp, got the Trebuchet, got the Vedette, got the Assassin, got the Scimitar. Okay, so Ernestine got 5. Let's see. Victor Rama got the Von Luckner. Bendik Machewski got the Spider and got the Harasser. We got Stiletto, we got Ernestine, we got Petra, got the Von Luckner. We got Frank, got the Vedette, and the Locust, and the Wasp. Frank almost got himself a bronze star too. But looks like just Ernestine. Force withdrawal, yes, we're gonna go ahead and call the turrets withdrawn. Capture. We kept the Calliope turret alive, we kept the medium laser and the light missile turret alive. So we got 3 support points. Yes, okay, cool. And we'll go ahead, we'll save over our initial save. Yes. Okay. And with 40 minutes left in the stream, with all of our objectives complete except the victory point count, which I don't know what to do about the victory point count because we haven't been able to get a victory point since we upgraded to this version. We'll go ahead. Okay, yeah. We gave ourselves a victory point because there's no other way to get them. And that'll be all 5 of our objectives complete. In the infirmary, we've got Victor Rama. We'll be going to Hanif. You're gonna take a back seat for Victor. Okay, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Green Doctor will be seeing you for a sprain and some cuts. The repair bay, we've got the MekHQ with some damage. We've got armor specialists. Ventilator, Veronica, Guillaume, developed Malika, and Ben. And B. Tamalika can go ahead and knock out this and this and this. We'll have Ranabala doing ammo, I suppose. Let's see. The Cronus lost some damage to the left arm. Internal specialists are Ben and Edeborg. We're both busy. We can have Shada will do the arm. And then armor specialists. Kamalika can maybe do that. Boat Fricker, hey, how's it going? Yes, it is Thursday. You just missed the end of what might be the last battle of this contract. We just finished clearing up. Oh. Wait a minute. We just engaged and defeated the hostile forces at this hostile data center. We did. That's not right. Can we GM mode that? Yes, we can. Yes. So yeah, that was the last of the recon, the last of the battles that we have on either of these tracks. Yeah, we are just finishing up the repairs, and then we're going to be advancing days to the end of the contract, and then we're probably going to call it there so that I can update to 50.05, which is exciting, and all that good stuff. Daniel, no. George, no. But no, Guillaume is an armor specialist. Let's see, the champion, we can have Randabala reload that. We'll have Guillaume do the armor on 4s and 3s, all that good stuff. The Phoenix Hawk should be all 4s and 3s as well. 34 minutes. Kostya? No. Daniel? No. George? No. MekHQ, Row, Alexander Ogiko. B is an armor specialist. Yes, she is. So that'll be 30 and 48 for her. The Clint. The Banshee didn't take any damage, just needs a quick reload. The Black Knight. Oh, do we not have... Okay, well... it's a good thing that was the last battle of the mission, because we're not going to be able to get that left arm taken care of. We'll have Kostya is not a specialist of any kind. Do that. We'll have Alexandru, do the large laser. The left torso needs to be repaired. Have George do that. And the armor. Have B do the armor. Have B do all the armor. Dang it. The Grasshopper is waiting on its engine to be replaced. The Crusader is waiting on its left arm. We can have Denise. Denise can do the left arm, I think. The Blackjack. Waiting on a left torso. We can have Jamel. No. We'll have Penny do that on a 5. It'll take her like 4 days, but that's okay. Let's see, the Drillson's a work in progress, the Skulker's a work in progress, the Hunter, the Plainsman, the Hetzer, the Saracen, Hunter, Maxim. We can do something about. We'll pull the machine gun, we'll pull the SRM6, we'll pull the engine, and we'll pull the sensors. Let's see, the Vedette. The autocannon 20 or the autocannon 5 will have a regular do that. The engine. Have Anna Magdalena do that. The sensors. We'll have Philip. No, not Philip. We'll have Septi. Septi can do that today and tomorrow. The Rommel, we can have, we've just got green text left, it looks like. We'll have the autocannon 20 ammo bin out. We'll have the small laser out on a 6. Let's see, Philip will pull a stabilizer. Franzentier will pull a stabilizer. Hamid will pull a stabilizer. Ayana will pull a stabilizer. Yote will pull a stabilizer. LRM5, yeah, we'll go ahead and pull that on a 6. Doodles will continue pulling armor. $108 minutes. 108 minutes. Uh, 48 minutes left. Oh, there's a 48. Okay, we'll do that. And then we've got a green tech. Green tech can pull a couple of stabilizers, I think. Or maybe a small laser. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull a small laser. And gained an XP for it. Nice. Puts him at 9. Cool, 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 cool. Oh yeah, speaking of XP. Yeah. Adon Gato is still sitting at 40. Ash is still sitting at 40 from last week. We didn't do anything with either of those. We've got Petra saving up for leadership so we can expand the unit. We've got Ruby at 40 also. We've got Victor at 44. Take another gunnery specialization into energy. He is assigned to the Black Knight. Yeah, let's go ahead. Gunnery specialization, energy. Where is the other one? Oh, did they take it out? I think they might have taken it out. Well, we'll hold off on that for a time being, I guess. So let's see, the repair bay. What else can we do? We're waiting on an arm there. Waiting on an engine. Waiting on an arm and a leg there. Waiting on a torso, a leg, and a torso there. Large laser coming out, skulker, sensors coming out, engine coming out, sensors coming out, sensors coming out, sensors, engine and sensors. Engine and sensors, stabilizers. Yeah, that's it for the text that we can really do anything with. Warehouse, we can do medium laser. We could have an arrow tech do that. Who do we want to do that? Arrow, Rempier, Hanoi. Hanoi can do the medium laser. The SRM2 can go to Lydia. The vehicle engine, we've got no mechanics left. Medium laser. And the SRM2 being worked on. Okay, well. The upper arm actuator, we can have Yasrudin do that on a 4. The vehicle engines, we can't really do anything with, like I said. The longbow, we can mothball that. We'll have Sosik mothball that. Crusader, we'll have someone mothball that. Have Gianna do that. The Blackjack, still a work in progress. Okay, I think that's about all we can do for this day. Other than that, we just need to hang out for another 15 days and finish out the contract. Yeah, let's... we'll advance the day, unmaintained units. What do we have that's unmaintained? We've got... Axel, the Rommels, the Bulldog, the Drillsons, the Maxims. Yeah, no, I don't think we have anything that we're not trying to maintain, or that we're trying to maintain that isn't. Let's go ahead and ignore that. Okay, 10 tons of armor have arrived, a mech head has arrived, we've fixed the gyro on the stalker, huzzah! Belgamil is still taking the large laser out of the Drillson, Quang Sub is still taking the sensors off the Skulker. Yeah, a bunch of stuff is getting salvaged. Left torso on the blackjack is going to be a bit longer. Medium laser is going to be a bit longer. SRM2 is going to be a bit longer. The Marauder is going to be like another 15 days. The Crusader and the Longbow are both mothballed. The Hunter, the Hetzer, and the Hunter have all been removed from the unit roster. We've still got nothing on the briefing room. So yeah, I think this is just going to be repairs until we can finish out the contract. Carrying the left leg, we'll have Fred Modry do that real quick. The Drillson, the Skulker, Plainsman, yeah. We'll have Kerte take out the AC-20. The engine, we'll have Emilia do that. Sensors, we'll have Pasquale do that. Let's see, stabilizers. We can have our regulars get started on those. So that's Suping Mac. Ryan McAuliffe. Maria Teresier and Franciente. Okay, we'll have Rita Hessler try one of those. The ammo bins, we'll do all those at ×4 with our green techs. Zahur can do one, Leonidas can do one, Felipe can do one, and Annalena can do one. Or something like that. Okay, Veteran Tech Mechanics, Septi can do this real quick. And then the sensors, we can have, can we have Doodles knock that out real quick? Maybe-ish? No, maybe not. Let's have Doodles go ahead and finish up the armors. Yeah, because I'm trying to get him up to elite. And he's still like 9 XP away from it. Just like 180 armor jobs. Uh, 48, that gives us 60. That gives us, oh, miscalculated. Okay, well. Maria, take that out on a 7. We did that successfully. Philip Henning can do that. It'll just take him a couple days. Maxim. We'll pull that. We'll pull that. Pull that. Septi has another 35 minutes, so we'll pull that. And Antonio Russell, actually, we do this, because between them they have 48 minutes. Nope, that all went to one person. Okay, well, we'll just have Antonio get started on this last stabilizer. Okay, so that is all of our tanks being worked on. That is all of our mechs being worked on. Except for the Black Knight is missing an arm, the Grasshopper is waiting on its engine being fixed, and the Blackjack is waiting on its left torso so we can put its arm. Wait, left torso so we can put its arm? Hold on. Salvage. Right arm. What do we got? Okay, we've got a medium laser that we need to take out. We'll have Shada pull that. We'll have Ethan Labrie pull out that. Upper arm actuator, we'll have Yasrudin pull that. Okay, now we should be able to replace that right arm. We can have Ben Speth, Fred Modry. We'll have Ben go ahead and do that. It'll just take him an extra day or so. Not a big deal. We've got time. Um, let's see. The Black Knight is waiting on its left arm, which is gonna have to wait until we're out of this contract. The Grasshopper is almost ready. The Blackjack is waiting on its left torso and right arm. Double check here. Nope, nothing else we can do there. We've got some vehicle engines that we can't work on yet. In the infirmary. Okay, green doctor, we can unassign you and put you on a regular doctor. Okay. Now we've got 25, 26, 27, 28, 29 empty beds, which is fine. Yeah, moving on to the 14th of May, Wednesday. Maintained unit. Really? What do we have that's unmaintained? Just Plainsman? Yeah, we'll go ahead and ignore that. Alright, 5 tons of armor has arrived. Corporal Bogomil salvages the large laser, or tries to, work in progress. The sensors, the fusion engine on the Grasshopper. Chris, how long are you spending on that a day? 120 minutes on the Grasshopper, so it'll be ready in a couple more days. Okay, well, as long as we know what to expect. We got the engine out of the Maxim, we got the engine out of the Vedette, the Rommel, all that good stuff. We fixed the armor on the Maxim. Wait. We fixed the armor on the Plainsman. Okay, let's fix this motive system damage, and then we will, I guess, start stripping out the Plainsman or something. Or, you know what? It's already fixed. Zahur? No. Leonidas? With your least amount of XP? Okay. So we now have a Plainsman. Okay. Well. We're not... Yeah, let's go ahead and just sell it. Okay. Let's see. The Black Knight's waiting on its arm. The Grasshopper's waiting on its engine. 2 more days. The Blackjack's waiting on its right arm and left torso. Wilson will be tomorrow. I hope the Skulker should be tomorrow. The Plainsman. Okay, couple days there. Right, the axle. We can go ahead and start having our regulars pull the stabilizers. The machine gun. The LRM-10. The other machine gun can be a couple days. The autocannon 20 can be a couple days. The heat-seeking ammo bin, we can pull that today. The LRM-10 ammo bin, we can pull that today. flak autocannon 20. Yeah, let's go ahead and pull that. Tracer, we'll pull that. And the 20 standard ammo, that'll be today and tomorrow as well. Okay, so the Drillson. We'll have Kirte pull a couple of those. Have Lori pull one of those. We'll have Antonio pull one of those. Septi will pull one of those. Henning can pull a machine gun if it takes him like a week. Septi can pull a machine gun. It'll take her a couple days. Alright, the Bulldog. We've still got armor. So let's go ahead and keep pulling armor. Okay, he is now 7 XP away from becoming an elite tech, I believe. Alright, so we'll have Doodles go ahead and pull a stabilizer. We'll have Marie Louise pull a stabilizer. And then this engine will have set that ×4. Hanger, I think everything is okay. We shouldn't get a warning this time. Going on to Thursday the 15th. Okay, no warning. That's a good sign. Let's see. The large laser got pulled. Vehicle sensors. Fusion engine will be tomorrow, hopefully. We got the engine out. We got the sensors out. Sensors work in progress. Got the machine gun, the LRM-10, and the other machine gun out of the axle. Autocannon 20 and the ammo out of the axle. Got the stabilizer out of the Drillson. And another one. And the left torso on the Blackjack is gonna be... let me see, the Blackjack left torso is gonna be another 3 days. But we did get the arm on, it looks like. Alright, the Black Knight, we're just waiting on parts. The Grasshopper is a work in progress, but the Blackjack will have, the Blackjack will have cost you do the armor. Medium laser, the AC2, those can each be regular jobs. And then the upper arm actuator, that can go to a green tech. How about Ranavala? Veronica and Malika can pull those. That just leaves the left side a work in progress. Sculptor will be done tomorrow. The Plainsman will be done tomorrow. The Rommel, hopefully. The Axle. We've got engine we can pull. Machine gun bin we can pull. Some sensors we can pull. We'll have Pascal do that. That'll take him a couple days. The Drillson will have Franzentier pull the LRMs. The SRMs will go to Ayana. Ryan will pull the other SRMs, and the large laser can go to Anna Magdalena. We got some ammo bins that we can pull out. We'll send those to our green techs. Let's see. Engine can go to Kirte. That'll be done tomorrow. And the sensors. Let's see if there's any other armor that needs to be pulled first. Doesn't look like it. let's go ahead and start pulling these stabilizers then. And so many tanks, so much to work on. We'll pull that stabilizer, we'll pull the LRM-5s. Septi will pull the other LRMs. Sabra on a 4 and Leonidas. And start pulling ammo bins. Alright, so that's it for the tanks, that's it for the mechs. Let's see, the warehouse. We still only have vehicle engines that we don't have the text for to fix. Mech tags, we've got Chris at 17, we've got Veronica at 24, we got Jamel at 20. We've got Shada at 18. Okay, well. I guess we'll advance to Friday the 16th. We got the sensors off, we got the sensors off. Chris, really? You spent like a week on that engine and still failed to put it together. Alright, who can do this? Ben. Ben can do that today and tomorrow. Black Knight is still waiting on its arm. The Blackjack is waiting on its left torso. Axle's a work in progress. The Drillson needs its sensors pulled. We'll have Amelia do that. That'll take him a couple days. The Bulldog will go ahead and pull all of that. The ammo bins will have Zahur and Felique and Annalena pull those. The stabilizers will have Suping pull a couple, we'll have Ryan pull a couple, have Rita pull one, we'll have Frencier pull a machine gun, Ayana can pull an SRM-4, and Magdalena can pull an SRM-4, Sabra can pull a large laser, engine can go to Kirte, that'll take her 3 days it looks like. And the sensors, Septi maybe? We'll go ahead and have Septi pull that. And for the Maxim, we'll have Doodles pull the ammo bins. Pascal's not gonna have the time to pull the engine, I don't think. But he should be able to maybe get this SRM-6 in a matter of like a week. Machine gun on a 6? Sure, we'll take that chance. Regular on a machine gun? Sure. Hamid on a machine gun? Sure. SRM-2, Bogomil. Lori can do that over the course of like a week. And the infirmary, oh, okay. Internal bleeding, you need to go up. Broken rib, broken right leg, and broken back, you need to go up. Broken left leg, internal bleeding, broken back. Internal bleeding and a sprain and a concussion, maybe. And you, 3 of you will go to Delphine. You can go to Elsa. Broken collarbone, broken right leg. Broken right leg. What do we got over here? We've got cuts and sprains and bruises, nothing too major. Maru, who are you taking care of? Concussions, broken bones. Nothing too. Oh, there's a cerebral contusion. We can pass that off to Elsa. Okay, so that's the repair bay as much as we can do. That's the infirmary as much as we can do. The warehouse. With about 4 minutes left in the stream, go ahead and advance one more day just to see what we get. Alright, we've got the engine fixed on the Grasshopper. We've got the engine out of the axle. We've got the machine gun and the sensors out of the Drillson. Bulldog is a work in progress. The axle, the Drillson, and the Bulldog have all been removed from the unit roster. In the briefing room, we've got 10 days left in this contract, but no more missions. So I'm thinking... don't have... So are we dismantling stuff for parts or just keeping the techs busy? Well, we don't really need the parts, especially not intersphere parts. Things like SRMs and LRMs. I mean, we have plenty of those. We've got 15 LRM 10s, we've got 9 LRM 15s, we've got 14 LRM 20s. Scroll down to the S's. We've got 26 SRM 6s, 13 SRM 4s, 30 SRM 2s. Yeah, no. The only thing that we're really interested in keeping for parts is like the heat seeking ammo, the Inferno ammo, tandem charge ammo especially. We're probably going to be selling most of these engines, especially the internal combustion ones, if we ever need the money. But I don't know if we're ever going to need the money badly enough to bother selling those. Oh, we do still have some mechanics available that we can be fixing these engines with. We'll have MekHQ 1. Ryan can do another. Yeah, let's just go ahead and get all of these regular techs fixing engines that we've got in storage. And then, yeah, maybe eventually one day we'll think about selling those. Or maybe we'll just keep them as trophies. Okay, so that is all of our engines being worked on now, and most of them will be ready by tomorrow, just a couple of exceptions. But yeah, mainly we're just doing that for the XP, to be honest. I like having the extra parts in the warehouse, just in case we ever do come up with a build that uses, I don't know, 14 SRM4s, like we did with Wyvern's Archer. But other than that, yeah, no, it's mostly just stuff taking up space in our inventory, at least as far as like the non-clan tech stuff goes. Now the clan tech stuff we do have a lot more limited access to. So like we only have 5 of these ER medium lasers. We only have looks like 10 of the ER smalls, 2 of the ER larges. The LB10X we only have 1 of, and we only have, it looks like 15 shots for it. LB5X we only have 4 of, and we've only got about 40 shots of ammo for that. The LRM ammo is especially precious to us, especially because our Atlas is using it at quite the quick rate. Okay, so enough about that. Let's go ahead We'll have Doodles pull the engine here. These sensors can go to Pascal. It'll take them a couple days, but that's fine. The harasser, we can go ahead and start pulling those. We'll have the heat-seeking ammo out of that. I'll have the Inferno ammo out of that. Nice. And then Hanlon can pull an SRM4. Amelia can pull another SRM6. That'll take him 2 days. Let's see. Annalena, can you do anything for us? You can pull this engine on a 5+, but it'll take 3 days. I think I'd rather wait. Yeah, I know. It's already been 2 whole hours. So let's go ahead. We'll save our campaign here. Depending how I feel in the coming week, I might just go ahead. Well, as close as we are to the end of this campaign, I don't want to just skip to the end of it off camera, but at the same time, I do have some things I want to do off camera at the end of this campaign. So maybe we'll discuss that on Discord. Until then, though, thank you all for joining me. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, subscribe, join the community. Speaking of the community, feel free to weigh in on whether you want me to go ahead and finish this contract on camera, or if I should go ahead and clear it out and jump right over to 50.05, which I'm super excited for. Thanks Rank for joining me. Thanks Little Willie, Boat Fricker. Glad you guys could make it. Sorry you guys came in towards the end there, but we will catch you next week at 4 o'clock. We'll see you then.